This is 94.7 Highveld Stereo. And you're listening to Zane on Homebrew.
Flourish joining us now from our Cape Town studios. Guys, how's it going?
Good. So good, thanks.
Gregory and Lionel from Flourish. How long have you guys been around as Flourish?
It's been about 2 years that we've been together as Flourish.
Yeah.
So quite a new band still.
Very cool. And the sound, is it typical of what we just heard in the song?
Yes. So mostly, we love house music, so that song was House of Love, as you picked up. A house-inspired track. But yeah, most of our stuff is quite dance-inspired.
And do you take the show live and out there?
Yeah, we do. We sort of keyboards and vocals. Yeah, we do it all live. Greg's on the keyboards and vocals, and I sort of take the vocals as well.
Brilliant. That's very, very cool. So kind of obviously inspired by acts like Goldfish or Flash Republic, I would imagine.
Yeah, we think that they are big inspirations for musicians, up-and-coming musicians in South Africa, and we certainly are inspired by them as well. We also look to international sound. We want to be able to compete and play in the international pool, as it were.
Talk us through that. How does it work? I mean, how do you guys come up with the song?
I suppose it's different every time.
Yeah, it is different every time that we come up with a new song. Sometimes it's a lyric, sometimes it's a tune that shows up. We come up with a riff, we just messing around and something comes up. Sometimes it's very thought out and very planned, so we can never tell.
Sometimes it's very spontaneous.
Yeah, we can never really tell how it's gonna evolve, but it always does. It's always fun when it starts to take off.
And how does it work? Just with some beats and then you put the song to it, or is it first lyrics?
Usually it's a melody line first. The majority of the time it's coming up with some sort of riff.
Sure.
And then, building it from there and adding some lyrics to it and then adding some beat.
I think with House of Love, I was just playing around with some piano chords and then Lionel came up with the melody and the lyrics. So that was quite a spontaneously created one.
Yeah, it happened quite quickly.
So you don't always write together then? You don't get like in a room and then you just kind of wait until inspiration hits?
Yeah, not really, I suppose.
No, we haven't started really working like that yet.
I guess there is no set way, really, is there? It's just, you kind of just live it and it happens when it does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Now, do you guys sometimes find that you're somewhere and you're not near anything to record with and there's a song in your head and you think, oh my word?
That's what we have our cell phones for, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just record a little.
Of course, you can record on your cell phones these days.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What am I thinking? What other song are you guys going to play for us?
This next one's called Moving Up. Yeah, it's one of our first tracks that we wrote when we started out. So, we've been working on it for quite a while.
Brilliant stuff. Here's Flourish now on Homebrew. This is Moving Up. 94.5 KFM, 94.7 Highveld Stereo. So the guys from Flourish are joining us in our Cape Town studios this evening. Pete from Evolve the One's also here.
What's up?
He's still co-hosting the show. Now, guys, gigs happening over the next couple of weeks. Anything we can tell Homebrew listeners about?
Not yet. We're working towards it, but at the moment we're just spending all our time in studio and working on production. So no gigs lined up as yet, but soon.
Brilliant. Now, I was on your website, right? And I have to ask this. There's a picture of you guys in an abandoned parking lot.
Yes.
Which parking lot is that? And at what time of the morning do those photos get taken?
We can't talk about that.
It's top secret.
Are you scared Centre Management's going to come and find you?
Absolutely.
They might demand some royalties or something.
Location fees.
Exactly.
I love that. Now listen, if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do it?
Through our website, which is flourishmusic.co.za, and all our contact details on there, our email address and our phone numbers. And we've got a Facebook group as well, which is just Flourish. But it's flourishmusic.co.za.
Brilliant. Now we're going to wrap with a track called I Believe in Music. Tell us about that.
I Believe in Music was a song that I wrote in 2006 when I had a part-time job at Look and Listen and I had some spare time, and I was just thinking about the saying that you should write about what you know.
Yeah.
And I thought that, well, what I know is music, so let's write about that and say that I believe in music. And so that song was born there, and we've been working on it actually this week, getting it ready for debut this evening.
So this is a first-time play.
Yes, it's a first-time play.
Sure. Awesome stuff. We're going to get to that track in just a second, but guys, thank you so much for coming into the studio and chatting to us this evening.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely awesome.
Great.
Flourish on your radio. It's Homebrew with Jägermeister. We'll get to I Believe in Music right after these.